Well, I was wondering why this pigeon was trying to attack me. Not the one in the nest, but it looks like it might have been the mother or the father coming back and keeping me at bay. Sorry for the wind, guys. It's a windy day. We got a storm moving in, and it's a really fine balance. It's a really fine balance between when you should pick your peaches, when they're ripe, how long can you leave them on the tree. But I'll warn you, every day that they have turned color and you're just waiting for them to plump up, sweeten up, the pests like the birds, the squirrels, they're watching them too. They're keeping a close eye on when your peaches are ready, just like you are. I went out to my harvester peach tree this morning, and the fruit is literally 2 to 4 days away from being ready. And we're supposed to get a storm late tonight or tomorrow. And if you know anything about peaches, a nice soaking in always plumps them up just a little bit more. So I was trying to leave them on the tree at least until after the storm. I checked them this morning. They're not quite ready. And wouldn't you know it, I come out 4 hours later. We've got one of the peaches already eaten into. And as I was checking them, look at this. A second one eaten into. Let me flip the camera around. So these peaches are really close to being ready. We even got some up there. And like I said, they're not quite at the stage I wanted, but holy cow. Apparently they're ripe enough for the birds. I've already lost 2 today. They can't just stick with one. They always got to go to a couple of them and sample them. Probably because they're not fully ready for them. So I'm gonna have to do something I don't like to do. I'm gonna have to pull off these peaches today, do a little harvest video for you guys, and you know, save what I can. The good news with peaches is as long as they're this close, a day or 2 on the counter, they'll finish softening up. They won't be perfect, but they'll still be really good. What I'll probably do with these is cut off the parts that were eaten by the birds and eat them like this. They'll still eat good. These were really close. They're just about where they need to be. Anyway, let me go ahead and pull these off the tree, or at least most of them, and see how they are. And we'll go ahead and pull off as many as we can, just to salvage them. You want to make sure with peaches, all of the green is gone. Yellow's okay. And you know what? These are really close. You can see they have a little more room to grow. This one was getting pecked at as well. They have a little more room to grow, and a little bit of a rainstorm that we were going to get today or tomorrow would have plumped these up nicely. But as is the case with most fruit trees in your yard, everything's watching them. And I didn't thin these out very much, so we got some smalls here. But I'm going to pull off, but all these bigger ones, I just don't want to risk losing them. They're pretty good. They're just not quite soft enough. And they've been testing them for the last couple of days. I noticed they were testing them, but I also noticed they weren't eating them. And I even put some net around a lot of them. This netting helps, but obviously it didn't completely deter them. And these are breaking off the branches pretty nicely, so I know they're close. Probably got a couple more over here I'll go ahead and pull off as well. They're small, but they're exposed. And again, I didn't thin peaches because I knew this was the first harvest for this tree. We didn't get any on it last year, and I just wanted to see what they would come out like, and I knew I'd have some lost to the birds. Got one up here. You know what? I'm still nervous to leave it up there. This one's less ready than the other ones, but he's got a little bit of a green tint to him still. And as you can see, they're shaped a little bit misshaped because, again, they just need to, it's like with anything, the last few days is when they really plump up and sweeten up. Now, I can't get right now to the ones that are up there. I may try, but I'm not going to film while I do it. And I think I'm going to leave these last few on. This one's been damaged as well. You know what? We'll just pull it out. You know, we'll pull them all off. At this point, they're going to get to them regardless. Whatever ones I leave on, they'll just come back and grab those. This one's probably not salvageable. It's got some extensive damage. And you'll notice with peaches, when they get bitten into, they try to put out some fluid to seal their wound, but they're having a hard time. Let me see if I can grab the last couple real quick and I'll be back. All right, I've left a couple of the peaches on there that were just still pretty green. They're not the best looking, like I said. They've been pecked at, but they'll still eat okay. A couple of them are really nice. What I'm gonna do now, guys, is because I picked them off a day or two early, I'm gonna go ahead and bring them inside, leave them on the counter. We'll check back in a couple of days. We'll give one a taste test and see how they came out. All right, everyone, it's been a couple of days that I had this in the house on the counter, and this morning I put them in the fridge just to get them cold and cool down a little bit. They look pretty good. They look like they may have ripened a little bit longer, a little bit more than they were on the tree. So let's flip the camera on and give this one a taste test. Homegrown peaches, pulled off the tree a little bit early because of the birds, but let's see how it goes. Wow, that is fantastic. Like I said, prefer to keep them on the tree as long as possible, but Mother Nature's watching as well. And if you don't pull them off, once the signs of the birds and the squirrels are coming by and pecking at them, you could lose them all. Thank goodness on this 3-year-old tree, I only lost a handful of fruit. I can't believe how good this is. This is Rob the Backyard Gardener saying thanks for watching and happy gardening.